What it do, YouTube? It's your boy Ray1NE. This time I decided I'm gonna give y'all a rap lesson because I rap. Rap lessons with Ray1NE Vision. Let's get into it. So the first thing I'm gonna assume that you guys have rhythm and all of that kind of stuff. I'm going to assume that you guys know what bars are, and I'm going to assume that you've made music before if you're watching this video. And I'm going to assume my final assumption is that you like making music. The reason why you feel like your music might not be good enough is because you feel like, or people have told you that you're missing bars, like you don't have bars, your bars don't hit hard enough. So there's not enough punchlines, so this would be for rappers, right? So let's break down a song in general, right? Now you could talk about anything you want on a song, anything you want to. It don't even really necessarily have to be about the topic of the song, but typically those are the hits. When you stay on subject for a whole song, you'll stay on subject for a whole song. As simple as that. So let's just give ourselves a song sample. Let's break down a song and then we'll go into bars. Let's use, I always like to do this. I call this the starter from the bottom method. It's something that I've been working on for a while. I think people who know me have heard it. So the starter from the bottom method is, if you guys remember Drake's song, started from the bottom, now we there. Started from the bottom, now my whole team fucking here, right? Okay. So the thing about that song is that there's a topic and then there's a theme, right? We're gonna get into bars in a second. So there's a topic and a theme. And that song, its bars are weak bars, but because it's catchy, it doesn't need to have hard hitting bars. So if you guys want to make better music or better songs, try focusing on making songs that are short, sweet, and catchy, like Started From the Bottom. I'll give you the example. This is the entire song Started From the Bottom, and then when you go back and listen to it, see how crazy this is. And when you apply this to your own framework for making music, it's so much easier to make a hit song. So Started From the Bottom is this. Started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team effing here. No new, we don't do that. F a fake friend where my real friends at. We don't like to do too much explaining. Stories stay the same through the money and the fame. Because we started from the bottom, now we here. That's the entire song. There is no other lyrics in that entire song. There are no other lyrics in that entire song. That's a song that helped kickstart Drake's career and push him all the way to the top where he's at. Whether he wrote it or not is here nor there, but whoever wrote it was really smart and realized that catchiness is catchy, right? So you want to make your songs catchy, you want to make your raps catchy, make your raps easy to say. Another thing that has to be said: pronunciate. Okay, fine. Enunciate. Say your words clearly, so when the people listening to your song or your rap understand the words you're saying and why you said them. Okay. So we talked about catchiness, we talked about pronunciation, and now let's get to the bars. That's what you guys are waiting for, right? So to make a bar hard, okay, this is what you want to do. It's not that hard, especially if you got your topic and your theme already. You want to talk about your topic, theme. So started from the bottom. Let's say we wanted to add something and started from the bottom, right? You would talk about starting either from the bottom, starting from the beginning, having no one there with you, stuff like that, right? And once you come up with whatever you want to start saying, you want to rhyme it. Right? Typically, we like raps because they rhyme and all of that stuff. They don't always have to rhyme, but you want to rhyme it, right? So this is what you would do. These are two methodologies that I use to come up with good bars. The first one is the rhyme, right? So let's say I said, okay, no one was with me when I was in the gym, right? That's the flow, that's the bar. No one was with me when I was in the gym, right? So now what I want to do is I want to refer to the bar I just laid. So no one was with me when I was in the gym. So maybe I want to talk about shooting because we're in the gym, or working out, lifting weights. Because, you know what I'm saying? Something that has to do with being in the gym, or something that has to do with being alone. So that's what I said. That was the first thing I said. So no one was with me when I was in the gym. Okay. Working, I'm grinding because I'm really him. See what I'm saying? It's that time what I did was I used me. Since I'm talking about me, no one was with me since I'm in the gym. So I'm going to give you attributes of what I did while I was in the gym. Working and grinding because I'm really him, right? See what I'm saying? It's easy to make a bar to make the next bar when you realize, when you springboard off of the last bar, or you just said, or you placed, right? So let's try to make a third bar, and it's all off the head, whether you guys believe it or not. No one was with me when I was in the gym, flexing, working and grinding because I'm really him. So now what I would do is, I said I was really him. So I might say working and grinding because I'm really him. Let's think of something. I would either go off of working, or I would stay on the first bar that I said originally, right? So focusing on me being the topic of this stretch of the song, right? Working, I'm grinding because I'm really him. Since we in the gym, it's so easy. Now I can do something like dunking on other rappers just like I'm Tim. See what I did there? I used basketball because that's the thing that's normally in the gym. So I'm working and grinding. So in this mindset, now I painted the picture of myself being possibly a basketball player, or someone who grinds, someone who works hard like a basketball player. And I gave you Tim Duncan as the analogy to show you how I'm working and grinding, and how I, you know what I'm saying, the fruits of whatever I've done. That's how you connect the thought. That's connecting the thought. You connecting the thought in the thing, right? Or in the song, in the rap, you're connecting the thought. So you got rhyming, right? You got pronunciation. Notice how I said, or enunciation. Notice how I said everything clearly. Notice how I said what I was doing. Notice how I said I kept it on topic, right? So that's how you guys want to start building your songs. You want to build songs, or you want to build bars and lyrics that springboard off of each other and make sense. Now, one more thing that I'm gonna give you, and this is my buddy Jose actually gave me this one. Another way that you can make good music or good lyrics, if you're more of if you're a different genre, what you can do is make captions. You can do this in rap too, but think about Instagram caption, and put that and make that a song, right? You know, so like Instagram captions usually say stuff like let's say you had a picture of a guy with some money in his hand, because you're a rapper. He got a chain on, blues spilling off the boat, something like that. Let's say he on a boat or yacht, blues spilling off the boat. That's a good way to start a song, or start a verse if you have nothing to say. Blues spilling off me like I'm on the boat, or blues spilling on me like I'm on the boat. Either way, because it don't matter, because it's a boat, it's rocking. You got the way you started your you got impact, and now you have a means of traction. You don't have your traction yet because you ain't got your second line, but you have means of traction because you created your caption. I like that, means of traction because you created your caption. See, I'm a rapper. I just accidentally do it. So yeah, another thing I would focus on if I was an artist, aspiring artist, new artist, long time artist, is to remember my style of rap, right? Remember my style of rap. So however you rap, you can switch it up and be different. I'm versatile, but you can switch it up and be different. What you always want to remember is that people are going to look for your music based off of the vibe that you give them. So if you give them a good vibe that they can understand, that they mess with, you know what I'm saying, it's upbeat, or even if it's a sad song, you know what I'm saying, even if it's a bad vibe, you give them something that they can sink their teeth in, you connect with that emotion, then you've got yourself, you're on the way to a hit song. And granted, I don't have any hit songs per se, just because of advertising. There's marketing and stuff like that goes into music sales. But from the people who do know my music, I get great feedback. I get great let's call it applause. You know, I get my flowers while I'm here. But I didn't. It wasn't always that way. A lot of people said I was bad. A lot of people who do music in the industry, they hate on me. So it's levels to it. But you want to make your first hit song, I would stick to those those four key things I gave you, which was for the final review, which was enunciation, bar strength, just staying on topic. You know, assuming you guys got rhythm, and connecting your topic and your theme to the overall song. So if you guys got those four things down, I'm sorry, one of them was repetitiveness or making a catchy song. So if you got those four things down, let's call it five now, you got those five things down, there's a good chance if you got the right marketing and promotion or even the right amount of views or looks on your channel or whatever you're promoting, that you're going to make a hit song. That's how you do it. And that's what it is. Ray1NE Vision out. Peace. If you love this video or you like this video, make sure you hit comment, or make sure you comment, like, and subscribe so other people know that you liked it, so that we're getting the community engaged, and so that other people in your situation can see this video and like and share it too. I appreciate you guys. Take it easy. Peace.